Hey guys, I got back from, going out with my grandmother, for a little bit. I went to the bookstore in Reading, Barnes & Noble, and I got 3 books, 2 books that were on clearance, The Directory to American Sign Language. The other one was Origin of Species. That was in a clearance book. That was for $6 something. The only copy I decided to get. And what was the other one? The other clearance book was selected poems of one of the most, by far, poets of all time in American history, Robert Frost. So, with that being said, I buy books because, I like to educate myself. Statistics has shown people who self-educate themselves know more than people who've gone to 4-year colleges or 2-year colleges, for the simple fact that when you go to college, when you graduate high school, you went through 8 years of basic education, or 12 years, whatever you want to put it. You went through general education from elementary up until high school, and when you go into college, you would honestly think that you would jump into your major and your minor courses right away. No, that's not how colleges work. You go through 2 years of basic education, and then the next 2 years are what you go to the college for, but yet that's not enough education in order to get a job in the field that you want to go into. So you got to enroll into another college that you could expand that education, but yet that education's not enough, so it's a whole thing constantly going and going and going. So that being said, it's easy to forget information that you're told. And I'm not making this shit up. I'm being honest. Ask anybody who graduated from college if they remember a basic algebra problem or how to solve it. Chances are they have to look it up, or they have to doodle on paper in order so they could get the answer. And that just shows you that if you self-educate yourself by reading, and if you say you're allergic to reading, you're illiterate, you're scientific illiterate, and you're part of the problem. You're probably one part of the population that doesn't believe in climate change. It's not a matter of believing in climate change, it's about a matter of how to slow it down. And if you're part of that population, can I ask you something? What are you doing to contribute to society? What are you contributing to society? That's my only question. But that's not why I made this video. That was just something that I wanted to get off my chest, because it's been on my chest for quite a while. What I want to talk about in this video is about The Daily Show and about Trever Noah. And I know the whole Kurfuffle thing of his jokes on Twitter. And now, I consider myself a jack of all trades. I know a little bit how things work, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But when it comes to comedy, and I love comedy, I bought a book off of Amazon for $7.99, free shipping and handling, Woody Allen's Side Effects. That's part of the 3 books that he wrote. And it's funny. I'm laughing my ass off every time I'm reading it, because Woody Allen is a comedic genius. So, when you talk about comedy, and context and delivery are important. And Twitter is not a place to practice your jokes. And Trever Noah should have known this. Patton Oswalt defended Trever Noah, and he thought his jokes were funny. Here's my problem with Trever Noah's jokes. I didn't know how to take them. And the majority of people didn't know how to take them. And he went after atheists. And that was his other problem. See, what you don't understand, if you don't watch The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, you have to understand that the majority of his audience are either agnostic or atheist, that's the majority, agnostic or atheist. The minority is secular people of certain religions. That's the minority viewership, but the majority is atheistic and agnostic. And when you go after that audience, when you attack the main audience, you're starting to dig a hole that you can't get out of. In all honesty, you're starting to dig a hole that you can't get out of. And the other thing is, he did jokes that were anti-women and he just put a lot of controversial jokes out there, and controversial isn't always funny. And Matt Lauer said on the Today Show, after they did a segment about it, when you tell a joke, you should know when it feels wrong. And he's completely right. Somebody at Fox News, I'm not a Fox News viewer, of course, but I did watch, somebody did post the segment of because everyone was talking about Trever Noah's tweets, including Fox News. And one of the people that said, look, the only problem with these jokes is that they're not funny. True, they aren't, because they're offensive. And I know people are going to jump on board and say, they're not offensive, they're funny. No, I'm sorry, but they're offensive. When you make when you make jokes about fat women or fat people in general, you have to understand 95% of heavy people are insecure about their weight already. They don't like the way, how they look. The 5% of them do. But 95% don't like how they look. They don't feel good about themselves. And they don't like jokes that are made about them. They can make fun of themselves because they know how to have fun while making fun of themselves. But other people, when they do it towards them, they feel offended. And I can perfectly understand why. I was offended with his statements towards atheists. I was offended by his jokes towards women. I was offended by them. And I'm not a woman, I'm a man. And this just proves that his jokes are offensive. And that's not what The Daily Show's about. But in all honesty, delivery and context, and Twitter is not a place for that. Like I said, Trever Noah shouldn't have known about that. But in all retrospect, even if Trever Noah is funny, even if he didn't mean for the jokes to come out as offensive as they did, The Daily Show won't last on the air without Jon Stewart, because Jon Stewart is The Daily Show. Like Johnny Carson was The Tonight Show. When Jay Leno took over, sure, he had a 20-year run, but did anybody watch it? No. Only a few people did. I don't know how it got as many viewership when Jay Leno hosted it, but things just surprise you. But in the long run, Jon Stewart is The Daily Show, like Johnny Carson was to The Tonight Show. With that being said, when Jon Stewart leaves, The Daily Show isn't going to last without him. Simple as that.